I have kept my cool with almost every trade Shapiro and Atkins have made. But there were a lot of reports today. We hear Aaron Sanchez gets traded, and we're like, whoa, okay, didn't see that one coming, but more or less as a reliever, we kind of get that feel. Whoa, Joe Biagini gets traded. Okay, wow, to the same team, in the same trade. Wow, okay. So what are the Jays getting back? Derek Fisher, an outfielder. Okay. Not sure why they need an outfielder, but, all right. Thought we were going to get some pitching back for 2 pitchers, but that didn't happen. What's that? Oh, 22-year-old Cal Stevenson, who's been tearing apart Dunedin. He's in the trade as well. Well, this must be a bigger trade than we thought. Who else are the Jays getting back? Nobody. It's just Derek Fisher. I have kept my cool with every trade these guys have made. I had tried to not persuade you guys, but try and put you in the positive mindset of, hey, this might not be a bad deal for the Blue Jays. But this one, I don't know how to do it to you guys. All I can do, anything positive you guys can take from this video is, Derek Fisher's in a new situation and maybe he can revitalize him. I don't know. He was a top prospect not too long ago, but hasn't found consistent playing time in Houston. So that could have, really affected him. He's hitting 286 in AAA, so that's not bad. He's 25 years old. I don't know what to expect, guys. I don't know. These Shapiro and Atkins must, and I mean must, see something in Derek Fisher that none of us see. It just has to be the case. The fact that you traded a 22-year-old outfielder who's dominating Dunedin right now, and traded away, I wouldn't say a reliable reliever, but a guy that can eat up innings in Joe Biagini. He got an ERA under 4 as a reliever, 3.76 I think it is after his inning today. And Aaron Sanchez just has not been good this year, but you never know. That guy can revitalize his career at any point in time. I don't know if this was hey, we want this team to be our team and trade away a couple guys. I don't know what the heck happened here, guys. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I assume there's no other pieces involved. It was Ben Nicholson Smith of Sportsnet said that was the only piece going back. So if there's anything, then he's wrong. But as far as I know, that's the only guy going back to the Blue Jays. And it's so hard to grade trades. You guys know what I mean? Because you can grade them as it goes on, right? Because let's flash way back here to the Troy Tulowitzki deal. All right. They trade Jeff Hoffman and Miguel Castro, 2 of the Jays' top 10 prospects. And we're like, are you guys flipping crazy? You get Tulo, but oh my God, it's crazy. Jeff Hoffman and Miguel Castro have not been very good big leaguers at all. Haven't heard anything about Jeff Hoffman. Miguel Castro's a reliever for the Orioles, and that speaks for itself. And Tulo brought us 2 playoff rounds. Now, ideally, nothing much after that, but he got us 2 very memorable experiences. So you look back at the trade now, and you're like, oh, it wasn't a bad deal now. Look at the David Price trade. You traded Daniel Norris. That's a big piece. He's been awful for Detroit. So you look at the Blue Jays trade now. Will Joe Biagini be able to, rekindle himself from back in the 2016 year? Will Aaron Sanchez be able to revitalize himself for that 2016 year, or even as a reliever in general? I guess he was a reliever in 2016, but no, 2015 he was. Excuse me. And will Cal Stevenson ever develop into a good outfielder? Who knows? Will Derek Fisher be a reliable outfielder for the Jays? We won't know until we see it happen. So on paper, right now, as we're looking at it, is it a good trade for the Blue Jays? No, it's not. Not in my eyes, at least. Yeah, Biagini and Sanchez really haven't been great this year, and Cal Stevenson has. And Derek Fisher, he's been good in AAA, like I said, 286 hitter. But he hasn't been good at the big league level, only hitting 226. Not the greatest numbers. But if he can come here and get some consistent playing time, not really sure where, but if he can, then who knows? He might put some things together, be in a good situation, grow with the younger players, and boom, he might dwell into a great player. We will never know. Will Stevenson develop? Will Joe Biagini revitalize himself? Will Aaron Sanchez revitalize himself? And will Derek Fisher crumble and make it an awful trade for the Blue Jays? You never know. Look at the Donaldson trade. Brett Laurie's gone. Wow, that's a big piece. He was god-awful. Nobody else has been good for them. Trades work sometimes, and sometimes they don't. Look at the Drew Storen for Ben Revere trade, the one that Jays fans love to rip Shapiro and Atkins apart for, but in that moment in time, you needed a reliever, you had an influx of outfielders, so it made sense. Drew Storen didn't work out. Clearly, Ben Revere didn't work out for the Nationals. So, trades happen, players develop, players don't develop, it's just sports. It's baseball. It happens. So what us as Jays fans have to do, you can rip Shapiro and Atkins all apart for right now if you want. You go ahead. Do I like the trade? No. But what I'm willing to do is have an open arms to Derek Fisher and say, hey, bud, welcome to the team. Let's see what you can do. Because really, that's all we can do. If we're going to be on this guy from the moment he gets here, he's not going to be good. It's just the way it is. You welcome here with open arms. You give him a good opportunity. You never know what's going to happen, right? So, like I said, do I like the trade? No. Am I going to dwell on the trade? Maybe for a little bit. But am I going to eventually open my arms to Derek Fisher? Absolutely. You know why? Because we're forced to. As well as I want this team to be good. So I want to try and welcome a guy in and say, hey, bud, welcome to the team. Please be good. Please be good. So we're going to have to wait and see how it all plays out, guys. But this roster is going to look totally different over the next, 3 or 4 days. It's going to be insane. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this video. My goodness, what a trade deadline it has been. I haven't even been able to do the game video for you guys. It has been crazy. All right, but I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this game, this team, this trade, this team. What are your early thoughts on Derek Fisher? Any Astro fans have any insight on him? Ideally, he could be a different player when he does come here, but for anybody who is an Astros fan who has seen Derek Fisher around, what are your thoughts? Do you think it's just because he was in a bad situation that he hasn't done well, or do you think he's just not a good player? I want to hear your guys' thoughts because clearly Shapiro and Atkins see something in Derek Fisher that not a lot of people see. So I'm just praying and hoping that it all works out, all right? And I'm hoping he's on the team in Baltimore. I'm really hoping that's the case because he should not be going down to AAA. This team needs to have a look at this guy. And if that means sending Billy McKinney to AAA, fine. He hasn't been the greatest. So I'm okay with bringing up Derek Fisher and just letting him play. All right? So I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this, guys. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed this one, the subscribe button, and all that great stuff. Comment down below everything. Mo Buckets on Twitter, guys. Blue Jays Wave on Instagram. He's probably having an insane day like I am. Check out Blue Jays Wave on Instagram. He's probably posted everything about these trades that have happened, the highlights from today's ball game. Please go check him out, guys. Blue Jays Wave. Twitter is down below if you want to send me a DM about the trades, what your opinions are. Please go do so. In the description below is the Twitter. All right, follow up, send me a DM, guys, do all that great stuff. And I'll talk to you guys, Blue Jays edition, in the game that happened today, because we're still not there yet. All right, in a little bit here as the Blue Jays beat the Royals and swept them away at a Kauffman Stadium. Great job there by the Blue Jays. We'll talk to you about that in a little bit. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Talk to you guys then.